Our company has been successfully manufacturing pharmaceuticals for various purposes for 20 years. We follow the development of science in the field of pharmaceuticals. We analyze and implement new technologies. We constantly update our product line. At our company we have various equipment for production of medicines, from granulator to self-adhesive labels automatic line. 7 years ago our plant became part of a large holding company for the production of medicines and biological supplements in Novosibirsk. The accession gave us the opportunity to increase our production capacity and upgrade our equipment. I have been working as a chief technologist for 10 years and know all the technological processes well. I made the choice of new equipment myself, coordinating it with the management before purchase. It was not an easy job. There are a lot of equipment on the market. Geography of manufacturers has expanded, competition has increased, and this in turn has affected the quality of the equipment produced. In pharmaceutical production it is very important to control the quality of raw materials and finished drugs. For the products to fully meet the requirements of hygiene, it was necessary to take a serious approach to the choice of equipment. We decided to upgrade the machine for induction welding of foil to the neck of a plastic bottle of tablets for heart disease, which, on occasion, would not weld the foil to the bottle neck. By using foil welding in the production of pills, we provided a sealed package to create the best preservation conditions for the medications in the plastic container. Induction welding is a welding method that uses electromagnetic induction to heat the workpiece. I am used to doing my work well, and work only with specialists. I approached the issue of choosing a machine for induction welding foil to the bottles seriously. To search for equipment I did not use the internet, because often a pretty picture hides unprofessionalism. I visited the International Exhibition of Equipment, Raw Materials and Technologies for Pharmaceutical Production, which was held in Moscow. There were many induction welding machines on display at the fair, from various manufacturers, and from all over the world. The choice depended on the performance required for induction welding foil to bottles. I planned to decide which foil induction welding machine to choose for our production on arrival to the factory. At the fair I contacted representatives of 2 companies which could, according to the catalog they had provided, produce various configurations of foil sealing machines for bottles. When I returned to the factory, I began to contact the representatives of the equipment manufacturers by telephone. A company from Germany could produce an induction foil welding machine, but asked me to come and sign the contract in person. Unfortunately, I could not travel to the European Union, as I did not have a visa, and the visa process would have taken at least 3 months. The company from China sent me a catalog of products in the mail. I chose for a long time, but I could not figure out for what material is suitable for soldering, what is the maximum performance of the machine. The third producer from Krasnodar listened to me and said that he would be able to produce equipment for induction welding foil to bottles only after 6 months, citing the large volume of orders. I had to refuse, as I needed the machine in the shortest possible time. The equipment had to be found and bought, necessarily. I could not do it by myself. This put my confidence to rest a bit. I planned to find a specialist in equipment supply, who would give me good advice, and be able to deliver the machine within 2 months. I decided to look online at companies that supply pharmaceutical equipment. I wanted a professional who had been in the pharmaceutical equipment supply business for a long time and had positive customer reviews. I chose 3 of the most presentable companies. I looked at the company's time in the equipment supply market, the company's website, and the machine delivery terms as criteria. I phoned all the companies to be sure of the manager's professionalism. The specialist of one company said to wait for 5 minutes, but never listened to me. I didn't like this attitude to the customer. The manager of another company talked to me politely, asking questions about the required capacity of the machine, the timing of production. After 5 days I received 12 variants of various machines from them in the mail, and an offer to make my own choice. I understood that they had no professional approach, and would not help me in my search for the equipment. The last, third option of the intermediary from Moscow turned out to be successful for me. The manager, a man, talked to me like a professional. I carefully studied the possibilities of the machine and its characteristics, looked at the reviews of the proposed equipment on the internet, and came to the conclusion that it was a good option. The machine was acceptable in terms of features and quality. Within a week we made a contract for the equipment delivery. The manager informed us 2 weeks in advance if the machine was ready for induction welding of the foil to the bottles. The equipment was delivered on schedule. The cap and screwing equipment includes a storage bin, vertical cap conveyor, cap and screwing unit, and a horizontal bottle conveyor. The machine is made of quality stainless steel. The membranes are pre-installed in the caps, with which the bottles with pills, or capsules are sealed, are conveyed on the conveyor belt. We were satisfied with the induction foil welding machine recommended and supplied by the manager of this company. In any case, it is better to go to a professional, and then your task will not seem so difficult. People think that everything is easy for professionals in their business, but I am sure that such professionals work to make us continue to think so.